Hi friends, let's move over to the third part of HOREGALLU written by Sudha. And I hope you remember what we discussed in the first two parts. And you must have gone through the recap where we have presented the main events. The most important thing is that HOREGALLU, which was situated, which was erected right under this massive banyan tree, right in the middle of a village where Sudha spent her childhood days with her grandfather. And you remember the figure of grandfather, the image of grandfather sitting on this HOREGALLU. Okay, and he listened to the problems and miseries and whatever complaints presented to him by the farmers who came to work in the nearby fields. And after listening to these problems of the farmers felt really relieved. And this is figure number one, image number one. The second image is Mrs. Ratna, the co-worker or colleague of Sudha when both of them together worked in a Mumbai-based company. And Sudha was also the same kind of HOREGALLU, like grandfather. She also listened to the problems and tensions and of troubles of her co-workers during the lunch hour, and she listened to them very sympathetically with a smiling face, affectionately, lovingly, and how these co-workers, the employers or employees of this company shared their problems with her, and after sharing they also felt very much relieved. And in the first part we have also a character sketch of Mrs. Ratna where she lists out basically the qualities of a real mentor or a counselor. Okay, let's move on to the next part 3. Now let me read out a few paragraphs together because they are all so closely related. It gives us more information regarding Ratna and what she usually did, which is of common interest to all of us. And also remember that the paragraph number 4 began by saying that Sudha was reminded of that stone bench or HOREGALLU once again, and it was because of Ratna. So we are 3 stone benches, 3 HOREGALLUs here. The first one was the original stone bench where people used to sit and take rest. The second one is a human HOREGALLU, which was the grandfather who helped people to relieve their mental burdens of their lives. And here we are going to have the third HOREGALLU, that is Ratna. And let us see how Ratna becomes a HOREGALLU by the sheer value of what she did to people. Now listen to me. Every day during the lunch hour, she would sit with some person in one of the rooms and they would have long chats. I would often wonder what they talked about. One day I finally asked her, Ratna, would you talk with each person for the whole lunch hour? Ratna smiled and said simply, they share their troubles with me. But how can you solve the troubles of so many people? Do you always have an answer for them? No, I only listen. And that's enough. That solves the problem. I was young and incredulous at such a simplistic outlook, but Ratna answered with the same patience and affection that she must have used with all my colleagues. I am not a trained counselor or an intellectual. No one can solve your problem. You have to do it yourself. Then how do you help them? By listening to them. God has given me 2 years to listen to others. I hear them out with sympathy and without any judgment. When a person in trouble or under a lot of strain finds an outlet for his worries, it relieves half his burden. I thought for some time and I said, but don't you ever break the confidence and tell others the secrets you hear, even by mistake? I hope you have comprehended the main ideas from those paragraphs which I have read out. Let me check your comprehension by asking you a few simple questions. Ready? Okay. The first question, what did Ratna do during lunch hours? So, simple question. Ratna went to a separate room with someone from among her colleagues, and these colleagues shared their troubles, problems with her. The same thing done by grandfather. Okay, she sat as a silent, patient listener while her colleagues, co-workers spoke about their troubles and problems. And do you think that Ratna could solve their problems completely? Okay, as Ratna said, it's a big truth. Remember, no one can solve your problem. And then who will solve your problem? Okay, we ourselves will have to solve our problem. That's absolutely true. Don't you agree with that? We hope that others will find solution to our problems. But remember, it is for ourselves to face the problems, find solutions and finish it off. Others can only do little support. Okay. Ratna followed a very simplistic attitude. Actually, she has been doing a great service, but she laughed it away as something very simple, something anybody can do. People came to her with great burdens. She says she was not a trained counselor. She was not an intellectual. She was just an ordinary woman. She says that God had given her 2 years. What for? To listen to others. So we have all got ears, and what is its function? What we are supposed to do with these ears? Okay, listen to others' problems. Normally what happens? We are not willing to listen to others. That's why there are a lot of problems, a lot of chaos, a lot of troubles, a lot of wars even. Okay, one country, one set of people, one set of leaders, they are never willing to listen to others. The husband is not willing to listen to his wife. One friend is not willing to his friend when there is a quarrel. So what we do? We speak and speak and speak. Then there will be quarrel and war and violence and all. So what is the solution? Just remember, these 2 years are for listening to others. So first of all, we have to give our ears, listen carefully, try to understand. Then there will be less and less troubles in our lives. Okay. Then Ratna, okay, you normally listen to the complaints and problems of her co-workers. And what are the qualities? What is the kind of attitude she maintained throughout those talks, speeches, conversations, or counseling sessions, if we may call it so? Okay, she showed patience, cheerfulness, happiness, sympathy, That's very important. And then no judgment. No judgment meaning she would not suggest any solution. Okay, she would not take a decision. She would simply listen and go on encouraging, use encouraging words, sometimes pats even. Dear friend, don't be sad. Okay, carry on. Go on. Tell me more. I'm here to listen to you. So that's the way she went on. And she says that it's enough for a person in trouble. Okay, when we are unconsolable, we are reeling under so many pains and troubles in life, we need somebody to listen to us. Just their willingness to listen, their presence, their soft words, their smiles, their pats will help, will give us relief. It takes away half the burden. Look at the less familiar words or new words from this 2-3 paragraphs together. The first one is incredulous. Incredulous means unwilling to or unable to believe something. Right? Unbelievable, we may say. Next word is counselor. Counselor is a person trained to give guidance on personal or psychological problems. Judgment is to make decisions or able to make decisions or come to conclusions. These are all the less familiar words in those paragraphs. Now, what are the questions you would try to find answers? Okay, most importantly, Ratna's character, more details about her character. Then here Ratna becomes someone like a counselor. And what she does to her co-workers can be called as counseling or mentoring. In companies, institutions, there are senior officers, senior employees who help the juniors, etc., to learn about the company's workings, the laws. They help the juniors to find solution to different problems they face. And such senior officers, employees are called mentors. They may be appointed by the company. Okay. And Ratna here acts as a counselor or a mentor. And if so, what are the qualities of a mentor or a counselor? So there are a few qualities listed here because Ratna has got all these qualities. And how can you consider Ratna as a counselor? Another one, do you think that Ratna is another HOREGALLU, a human HOREGALLU? And why do you think so? What is the most important function of a HOREGALLU? Human HOREGALLU even? Okay, help people relieve their problems. Help them refresh. Help them to put down their burdens, get relief, get refreshed, and get energy to continue their journey. So in that sense, Ratna is a human HOREGALLU. The final 2 paragraphs, they need not much explanation. So I would simply read on. You just listen to my reading and try to comprehend the main ideas from these 2 paragraphs. Okay. I thought for some time and said, but don't you ever break the confidence and tell others the secrets you hear, even by mistake? No, not even in my dreams. I consider that to be the worst kind of betrayal. I don't think there is a greater sin than betraying someone's confidence. They tell me their worries because they know I will never talk about it or gossip about it to another person. Only when they know their words are secure with me can they talk to me freely. This way I relieve their burden for a short while till they are ready to pick themselves up and carry on with their journey. Her words uncannily echoed my grandfather's, sitting on the stone bench under the banyan tree. Perhaps in their own small ways, without access to great wealth, both these people were doing tremendous social service. No one thought of acknowledging their work or rewarding them for it, but they continued to do so as these acts of kindness gave them joy. If ever now I happen to pass a HOREGALLU in a village, I remember them and wish there were many more of them in this world. The penultimate paragraph, or the last but one paragraph. What is its central idea? Yeah, it is about another quality of a counselor or a mentor. And what is that quality? Yes, the ability to keep secrets, or you may say the quality of keeping the confidence of others. The co-workers or colleagues or others, etc., who came to talk to Ratna, they revealed their hearts. They revealed the secret, a lot of secrets from their lives. Ratna says that she would never betray their confidence, never gossip about it, never share these secrets with anyone. That's a very important, quality of a mentor or a counselor. Keeping the secrets, keeping the confidence, never betraying the confidence of their, people who came to talk to them. These people are willing to share these secrets because they knew that the counselor, the mentor, would never reveal them to anybody else, and that makes them feel free to share their secrets. I think that's the main idea in that paragraph. And the final paragraph, what is it about? In this final paragraph, Ratna, or Sudha Murty relates two persons, Ratna and her grandfather. She says that both of them were doing the same kind of job for the society. Great social service, no doubt. Helping another human being, helping another person's tears to wipe away, giving a pat, helping people to find relief from their pains and troubles. That's a great human service, no doubt. So one of the greatest social service, Manava Seva, Madhava Seva. If you help a human being, that's the greatest kind of seva. It is better than, to some extent, greater than serving God. And in fact, I think that, that God wants us people to show all His qualities, God's qualities, to others who are in trouble. And if we carry all those qualities like love, forgiveness, compassion, empathy, etc., so which are heavenly, godly qualities. So it is our duty to carry these qualities and show them to others and help them relieve their pains. And this is a great social service. Sudhamurti says that their services were selfless, the purest form of service, because it is unattached. Unattached meaning they don't expect anybody to say, "Oh, yes, good, great, you have done a great job." No, no such words of praise, no rewards, no awards, no salaries, nothing. Okay, and she concludes that paragraph saying that whenever Sudhamurti goes anyway and happen to see a HOREGALLU, she remembers these two persons because these are all connected. The material, the stone HOREGALLU, the human HOREGALLUs. And it is, what is the message of this story or anecdote? Okay, that's right. You said it. As human beings, we should be magnanimous. We should help others. If not with money and others, we should help them relieve their pains. It is simple, cost-free. We don't need anything. The only thing is we have to find, we should have the willingness. We should find some time. We should have that patience. We should have that openness. We should have that a few qualities. Okay, that's enough. If everybody acts as a human HOREGALLU, a mentor or a counselor, come to the help of others, there won't be much suicides. There won't be much problems. The human life will become more free, happy. Okay, everybody will be able to rejoice. Right? Thank you. Have a nice day.